Hi, this is Simon again, and welcome back to Stop Smoking Now. The story of how I went from smoking 60 Marlboro Reds a day to becoming a non-smoker overnight. If you're thinking of stopping smoking, you've definitely come to the right place. In the last video, we looked at the health implications of the fact that you smoke, and we essentially concluded that, however dire the risks may be, you are completely in denial and totally ignoring the very well publicised threats. Please don't take this as a major criticism. Let's face it, I did it for 30 plus years, and every other smoker does it to some degree or another. The fact is, we all know there are risks associated with smoking, yet we continue to do it anyway, possibly believing ourselves to be immortal. The fact is that we rationalise the situation to ourselves. We argue that death or a miserable old age, won't happen to us, despite all the evidence. We also justify it to ourselves by asserting that we would rather die young and happy, i.e. smoking, than old and miserable. We also looked at the financial implications of the fact that you smoke. We discovered, as if we didn't already know, that if you smoke just one pack of 20 cigarettes per day at UK prices, you could have a 5-star Caribbean holiday with the cash savings you could make by quitting. In fact, you could save approximately £2,700, which is $4,400 US per annum, by cutting down or stopping smoking one pack per day. So, why don't you? Well, it's simple really. If you're a serious smoker, being able to smoke 24/7, 365 is much more important than any fancy foreign holiday, which only lasts between 10 to 14 days anyway. No contest. So why do we, well, you actually, because I've stopped, still do it? There can only be one answer, and that's because you enjoy it. Or, at least you think you do. So, by inferring that maybe you don't enjoy it, am I calling you a liar? Well, no, I'm not, but you could be mistaken. You could have been brainwashed into thinking that you enjoy it, or it could simply be a habit, as in addiction. Think about it. You were conditioned by your family, your friends, your teachers, your boss, etc. into starting smoking. You were persuaded by cheap shot advertising and respectable sponsorship that smoking was normal. And in the process you became hooked to what is well known to be an addictive drug, i.e. nicotine. If you are addicted to a drug, you need to keep feeding that craving, or habit as it is known. And there's the point. You don't actually enjoy every cigarette, in fact maybe not even any cigarette that you smoke. You are simply feeding the habit that you have acquired. Now before you shoot me down in flames, I want you to think about this subject before the next video. Think about how many cigarettes you smoke and when you smoke them. And I want you to think about where you smoke them and in what circumstances. Now don't worry about this, it's not a test, it's not even that clever. I'm just talking about, well, I have a cigarette in the morning in the kitchen when I get up. I have a cigarette with my coffee at 11 o'clock, etc, etc. We're simply going to explore how many of your day's cigarette allowance actually gives you any genuine pleasure, and how many are simply feeding the habit. You may be surprised, I know I was. If you can relate to any part of this story, if you sincerely want to stop smoking, and if you feel that I may be able to help, watch out for my videos over the next few weeks. Check out my blog at stopsmokingnow.me, come and visit me on Facebook, and please share this with anyone else you know who may be considering stopping smoking. Thanks for watching, and look out for my next video very soon.